Welcome to Data Premier League. The toss has always been a hotly contested topic in a game of cricket. This IPL, the importance, or rather I should say the lack of importance of a toss has gone to a completely different level. The teams which have won the toss and chosen to bat first, 5 of them, out of which 2 have won, which is a decent conversion rate, 2 out of 5, 40%. But the teams which have chosen to bowl first, 14 of them, guess how many have ended on the winning side? 2 out of 14, nowhere close to acceptable. Are the captains going to realize this trend and is it going to change anytime soon? I don't see it happening. We at KSport are going to decode this today. If you look at the general trend in IPL, especially the last 4-5 years, the teams have had access to all sorts of data. In the first half of the tournament, the teams always preferred to bowl first because the pitches were fresh and the pitch was unlikely to slow down in the second innings. Whereas in the latter half of the tournament, the teams always wanted to bat first, purely because the pitches started slowing down in the second innings. The numbers back that up as well. If you look at the 2018 IPL, first 15 matches, not even a single captain opted to bat first. And they had a success rate of 67%, which is very, very good. But you have to remember, those were played in 8 conventional venues, whereas this IPL is being played in 3 unconventional venues. One of the biggest reasons why most of the captains in this IPL have always chosen to bowl first is the fear of dew. Every team plays with 1 or 2 wrist spinners and finger spinners, so you're talking about 10 overs of spin out of 20. It is this fear that is actually leading the captains to bowl first rather than bat first. But we at Data Premier League have something to reveal. The numbers suggest completely different. If you look at the performance of spinners in Dubai in the first innings and second innings, there's a humongous difference in bowling average and strike rate. The spinners do far better in the second innings compared to the first innings. In Abu Dhabi, the difference is not that big, but they're still doing better in the second innings than compared to the first innings. If you notice very clearly, we spoke about Abu Dhabi and we spoke about Dubai. We're not going anywhere close to Sharjah because from a bowler perspective, Sharjah is nothing but a ball of hell. If you look at the boundary distances in Kotla or Wankhede or Chinnaswamy for that matter, they are mostly 60 to 65 meters. Whereas in Abu Dhabi and Dubai, it's 70 to 75, sometimes even 75 to 80 meters. So my best advice to captains, bat first and still back your spinners. Done with bowling, let's come to batting. Why are chasing teams failing? Doesn't matter what you're chasing, 160, 170 or even 200 for that matter. You need an extra aggressive approach in the power play irrespective of what the target is. If you go back to 2017, the power play run rate was closer to 9. What is the power play run rate this year while chasing? It's 7.5. That's a difference of 1.5. 1.5 into 6, 9 runs. What is the average losing margin in T20s? 10 runs. That's the game changer. However, if you're still not convinced, not just the second innings, first innings and second innings put together, if you score more than 50 in the power play, your win percentage is 69%. How's that for a stat? And whose job is it to be aggressive in the power play? The top order batsman. If you compare the strike rate of the top order batsman in the first innings and second innings, it's much lesser in the second innings. And because of their defensive approach in the power play, they're leaving too much for the middle order batsmen to do. The middle order batsmen are crumbling under pressure. Compare their strike rates. First innings is much higher, second innings is much lesser. So it doesn't matter what you're chasing, you have to be aggressive in the power play. The biggest worry we had before the start of this IPL was, will we see enough sixes, will we see enough 200 plus scores? Thank goodness there have been no shortage of sixes or 200 plus scores. Let's look at Sharjah. Out of the 4 matches played there, in 3 of them, more than 400 runs are scored. The highest being 223, 226. 449 runs scored in 40 overs. Please remember that after nearly 5 to 6 months of inaction, the players have just started playing. The moment they start losing their rustiness and then get their form back, not just 200 or 220, we could even see 250 being scored, or for that matter, we could even see another record chase in the IPL. Doesn't matter whether the team that you're supporting is the designated home team or the away team. We've got separate sets of coupon for separate sets of people. Homely and the Bowl Company have some fabulous offers going on. You can click on the link in the description below to avail 100 rupees off in your next Swiggy order. For more special and interesting videos, please like, share and subscribe to KSport.